Hello and welcome to my training. This is going to be a really quick one. I only need about 15 to 20 minutes of your time. And before we jump right in, depending on where you are seeing this at, I want you to do me a favor, stop for one moment and hit the share button and share this out because this is going to be some valuable information and you are definitely going to want to share this with someone who it can help, right? All right, so if you don't know who I am, my name is Niala Phillip. I'm a social media and brand strategist, and I teach entrepreneurs how to use their story to tap into their market. I also teach them how to make more of an impact because when you make more of an impact, you can make more income, right? So I want to make sure that you are in the right place. I don't want to waste any time, so I want to make sure that this is going to help you, okay? So if you're a coach and a consultant, this will help you. If you're an entrepreneur who is offering a high-end ticket product, a high-end ticket service, a high-end ticket course, this is going to help you. If you are having a hard time booking discovery sessions, this is going to help you. And last but not least, if you do book sessions, but you have a hard time converting those individuals into actual paying clients, this is going to help you. All right. So let's jump right in. All right, so first thing you want to do is you want to put your leads through the ringer. What do I mean by that? So what I mean by that is you want to wean out the people who are not necessarily ready for your services, all right? So let me give you an example. Let's say you're somebody who does email marketing. Let's say you teach your entrepreneurs how to market via email, right? And you are looking to book discovery sessions for these actual individuals. If they do not know what a sales page is, if they do not know what a lead is, if they have never heard of email marketing before, then there are probably some steps that they need to take before they would work with you one-on-one. There are probably some steps that they need to take before they're even going to be ready to invest into a high-end program, right? So you want to wean these people out. Why? One answer: your time is valuable, and you don't want to spend all your time on discovery sessions with individuals who are not necessarily ready for your service. So let me give you some tips on how you wean these people out. All right, so the first thing is when someone is booking a session, I like to have them go through something that's called a screening. You'll hear other words for it, but it's basically an application that you have your applicants fill out, and in this application, you would ask a series of questions that will get them psychologically ready to buy. That's basically get them warm and ripe and ready before you get on the phone with them. So one of those questions can be something like, what's your current income? That helps you decide if they are financially in a position to invest into your program. Another thing could be maybe, what do you hope to accomplish within the next 3 months? Or what do you hope to accomplish if I accept you into my program? Some of these questions, it psychologically gets them ready to know that they're about to hear an offer. They're about to get an offer. They're about to hear the real deal, all right? And you need that to happen for them, okay? Another thing that you need to happen is you need to activate that pain. So if you ask a question like, well, what are the things that you're struggling with? What's holding you back? And you get them to answer this question when they're filling out the application. Guys, guess what's happening? They're activating that pain. You're activating that pain. So as they're writing the answers, as they're filling out the application, they're thinking about, wow, this is really what I'm going through right now. And if you ask a question like maybe, if you were to get help with these things, what will your life look like? How would this change your circumstances? That also lets them look to hope, all right? So I hope you guys are following me. It's just the application process to put them through the ringer to make sure that they're right and they're ready when they get on the phone with you, all right? So let's move on to number 2. So number 2 is you run a diagnostic. So when you go to the mechanic, right? You don't just say, well, here's my car. They take your car and they say, okay, you need brakes done. No, they check it out. They might do a diagnostic. Sometimes you even have to pay for that diagnostic. Well, it's the same thing when your individuals get on the phone with you. When your prospects get on the phone with you, you want to give them a chance to tell you what's wrong because you need to hear that. How are you going to be able to help them if you don't know where they're at? And that's what running a diagnostic does for you, right? So when they first get on the phone, one of the first questions you want to ask them is, what brought you to click that button and schedule an appointment with me? What are you struggling with? How can I help you? People like to talk about themselves, but more importantly, when these people get on the phone, they need help. All right. So they're ready to tell you what's wrong, and you need to be willing to listen, run that diagnostic. So when you do start speaking, you are saying exactly what they need to hear to push them to make the right decision for themselves. Okay. All right. So let's move on to number 3. I told you this was going to be quick. All right, so number 3, don't forget the point, guys. Don't forget the point. So I know you're probably like, okay, what do you mean, the point? So the point is when you get on the phone with these individuals and you're speaking to them, number 1, remember they're already warm, they're already ripe, you've already activated that pain, right? You've already ran that diagnostic. They're on the phone with you. One of the things that most entrepreneurs and me myself make a mistake with sometimes is talking a little bit too much, all right? So don't forget the point. The point why you're on this call is to turn this person into a paying client. Now, if you give them all the juice, you give them all the tips, the techniques, the tricks on the phone, then what do they need you for? So when you are on the phone with your leads, your prospects, do not forget the point. And the point is to really listen to them, then let them know, I work with people with these same type of problems and I would love to help you. All right. Don't go long and drawn out on the topic where, you kind of lose them and then, the sale is gone. All right. Don't forget the point. All right, let's move on to number 4. So number 4 is you want to ask for the sale. Now, I know that you probably think this is so obvious, but what I mean by that is ask for the sale, but ask for it confidently. That's another thing that I think comes with practice. So the more you do your discovery sessions, is the stronger you would be, the better you would be, the louder your voice would get, the more clearer you would be when you tell them about the investment into your program or into your course. But it's really, really important, and it really plays a difference as to if a person is going to hire you or not. All right, because if you're not sure about your sale, then if you're not sure about the investment, then how are they going to be sure if it's right for them? All right, and I think that a lot of times we struggle with this is because subconsciously we feel like if we can't ask for this amount, we feel like if we're not ready for this amount, we feel like if we're not qualified enough for this amount. But the truth is most of us are, most of you are, right? And that mind block that's stopping you from being able to just say, well, I really can help you with these services. I mean, with the problems that you're facing. And the investment today, it's going to be $2,500, or the investment today is going to be $5,000, right? And some people, it's going to be $10,000. Some people say, the investment today is going to be $20,000. All right. And it's that simple to say it confidently. Understand the expertise that you bring to the table, and understand that if you don't believe in it, no one else will. So when it's time for you to get to that point and it's time for you to say, well, this is the investment, don't beat around the bush. Don't let your voice drop down. Say what the investment is and give them a chance to respond. All right. Now, I wanted to give you guys a bonus tip. Why? Because I like giving bonuses. Not only that, I think that this one is probably the most important of all, and that is to not give them an opportunity to say no. So what do I mean by that? Because obviously if someone wants to say no, they can say no. So you can't force someone to get into your programs, right? But what I mean by that is don't ask them a yes or no question. So don't say, well, do you think this is right for you? Yes or no? No, you don't want to ask a yes or no question. You want to say something like, well, this is the investment today, and I have two payment plans. Which plan will work for you? Or maybe you're someone who does not have a payment plan, but you might have a fast action bonus, and you can go in and just say, well, which one will work for you? Would you like this one, or would you like that one, not necessarily a yes or no question. So that way you don't really get the no in their mind. You actually have them making a choice as to if they want payment plan 1 or if they want payment plan 2, or if they want to work with your coaching, your group coaching, or if they want to work with your one-on-one coaching. All right, not necessarily a yes or no question. All right, so that's the end of the tips for this one. I hope that I've truly helped you, and if I have, again, make sure you share this out. All right, and another thing I want you to do is I want you to visit the link bit.ly/book Niala. Wherever you're seeing this video at, it's either below, this side, that side, or above. Click the link and book a session with me today. I am on a mission for 2017 to help anyone that is a coach or a consultant and that is out there trying to sell their high-end coaching programs. I'm on a mission to help you do that. All right. So if you feel that you are that person, and my schedule is really tight, but I'm opening this up because this is what helped me in 2016 to take my business to a consistent and scalable level. And I want to do the same for you. Okay. So if you found this useful, click that link, book that appointment with me, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.